Whenever we talk about teaching or learning of a language, we limit ourselves to aspects of language like grammar, pronunciation, spelling errors, spelling rules, common errors, etc. Now, although all these things are very important if you want to speak or write correct English, there are a lot of interesting facts which are related to the evolution of a language. How has the language evolved? How did it originate? What is its present status? And what are the peculiarities that make the language unique? So, these interesting facts, especially related to English language, they are very interesting to know. And so, I welcome you all to English with Evelyn and I welcome you to this video. And I'm very sure you're going to love this video because out of a sea of interesting facts about the language, I have chosen a few facts and put together in this video. I hope you're going to enjoy this to the fullest. See, these facts are not only a good way to spend your day, your time fruitfully, but also it helps us to get to know the origin of this truly amazing language which connects us on a global level. But before I bamboozle you with some questions, let us know a few facts. So, English originated in early medieval England. We all know that it originated in England, but the time of origin is very important. I'll tell you why. Okay, so there are some other facts. It is the most spoken language in the world. We know this. But it is the third most spoken native language. Native language means the mother tongue of people. After Chinese and Spanish. So after Chinese and Spanish, English is the most spoken native language. No, Ralph, it's not impossible, it is impossible. So now we come to another fact. This fact states that more than the people who speak English as their first language are the people who have learned it as the second language. And English is the official language or one of the official languages in 59 countries. That is a big number. Another important fact is people who speak English as their first language are less than the number of people who speak English as the second language. Like here in India, if our mother tongue is Hindi or Gujarati or Marathi or Punjabi and we can speak English as well, we speak English as the second language. Okay, we are the speakers, we are the second language speakers. So, Joey Tribbiani, you're ready to play Bamboozled, and I am also ready to play Bamboozled. And here comes the first question for you all. So, my first question is, as I've told you, that English originated in England in the medieval times. Now, which language was spoken in England before the 5th century AD? Can you make a guess? And no, it is no other European language that we already know of. It's not German, it is not French, it is not Spanish. So it is Common Britannic. This is the ancient language which was spoken by the people in Britain. And by 6th century, this language split into several Britannic languages like Welsh, which is spoken in Wales till today, Cumbric, Cornish and Britain. Some of these languages have given rise to the various dialects of England. The dialects of English spoken in England. This picture is the picture of Stonehenge. It has something to do with the origin of the language. This structure is believed to have been made by the people who spoke the languages that we've just talked about. Okay, the Britannic language before English came. So this is a very, very old structure. Okay, and this is one of the heritage, okay, world heritage sites, and it is in England. You can search and find more about this. Oh, so this one question, which you all I think will say, oh, this is very easy. We know who's the father of English literature. And of course, it is William Shakespeare. So if I ask you to raise your hands if you feel that you have given the right answer, I think all of you will raise your hands because, oh, this was the easiest question, and why did I even think that this was worth asking? So you're going to be very angry and frustrated if I tell you that no, William Shakespeare is not the father of English literature. This gentleman is the father of English literature. He is Geoffrey Chaucer. He has written a lot of works, important works like the Canterbury Tales, and a lot of works like Troilus and Cressida. And you'll say, no, Shakespeare wrote Troilus and Cressida, but no, before Shakespeare, Geoffrey Chaucer had written Troilus and Cressida. And there is one fact I'm adding about Valentine's Day. So, the first recorded association of Valentine's Day with romantic love was done by Chaucer in his book Parliament of Fools. And here he is describing a parliament for birds. They are choosing their mates, and he wrote, "For this on Saint Valentine's Day, when every bird cometh there to choose his mate, of every kind that men think may, and that so huge a noise can they make." So this is what Chaucer has written, and this is where the first recorded connection of Valentine's Day with romantic love was made. So yes, Janice, even I was bamboozled by this information when I first came to know that the reason we are celebrating Valentine's Day as a day of romantic love, among other kinds of love, is Geoffrey Chaucer's Parliament of Fools. Okay, now the next question. Now, we know we use sometimes to fill blanks, we use actually, like, or basically. Is there a name for the unnecessary usage of these words? Do you think there could be a name for this? Well, you can take time to think. And if you keep your eyes open, you will also get a hint here in this picture. And the correct answer is verbal crutches. So, when you say basically or actually or like again and again, without any real meaning, okay, without any real use for these words, you are using verbal crutches. Okay. The next one. Why is English called the language of the air? Language of the air? What does it even mean? So, doesn't matter. You can take your time to think. A language of the air. I don't know if there is a subtle hint in that picture or not. Maybe it is. So, English is called the language of the air because all pilots have to identify themselves and speak English while flying, regardless of their country of origin. This means that no matter which country you belong to, you have to be, if you want to be a pilot, you have to speak the English language. So I have added one phrase, one common sentence here. George is flying the plane now. It's a commonly used sentence among pilots, and it means that the plane is on autopilot. The autopilot is referred to as George. So George is flying the plane now means that the pilot that means the plane is on autopilot. All right, another one. This is very interesting. What is the connection between a fox and the English word pangram? Yes, Foxy. I know, pangram related to a fox. A very, very uncanny connection. But yes, there is one. And you'll really enjoy it when I tell you what the connection is. So, this is the connection. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now, you will still not understand what is the connection between fox and pangram. Well, here is the explanation. The sentence, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This sentence, if you pause the video and check, it contains all the letters of the alphabet. And such a sentence, which contains all the letters of the alphabet at least once, this sentence is called a pangram. Pangram means it has all. Pan means all. Okay, so it has all the letters of the alphabet. So you can check. All the letters are here, and it is a very famous sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So after pangram, we come to ambigram. What is an ambigram? You can break the word and also guess the meaning. What is the meaning of ambi? And this can be your hint. So, an ambigram is a visual pun. Okay, it's a word written in such a way that it can be read as, it can be interpreted as two or more words. I'll show you an example. Like the word SOS. It can be read both ways. From whichever end you read it, it appears the same. Okay. Now, see, this is the mirror image of the word swims. This is also an ambigram. It seems the same. When you see the mirror image, the M and W, the way they change, the word does not change, it remains the same. So this is an ambigram. Then Ohio, the word Ohio, the name of the place, a state in America. This is also an ambigram. If you look at it clearly, if it is tilted slightly, the word again spells the same. Ohio, where O, the I has become the H and the H has become the I, and so it reads the same both ways. Then this number 619, if you see the mirror image again, if you turn it upside down and see, it will become 916. So again it is something that still makes sense. You can still read it, both ways. So these are ambigrams. Oh, this is and. But is there a name? What is the and sign called? Is there a name for it? Yes, there is a name for it. It's called the ampersand. Ampersand means and for short, and then that carried, this continued. So this ampersand, it originated in the Roman Empire, and it is used in informal writing and not in formal writing. That is why we do not allow students to write and like this. If they use and with the symbol rather than writing A and D, we put circles around it. So this symbol, was resurrected in the late 1700s and early 1800s, and it was temporarily used as the 27th letter of the English alphabet. And we come to question number 8. What is a contronym? Now, this is the answer. Now, contronym can also be called a contronym or an auto-antonym. See, contronym, the word contra, or auto-antonym. Auto-antonym. This words, or and all these words, in fact, will tell you, give you a hint as to what a contronym or a contronym is. These words, please listen carefully. These words, in different contexts, may serve as their own opposites. That means this word can be used in one sense, in a sentence, and in another context it can be used as its in a completely opposite way. A completely contrary meaning can be derived from this word. And how do we do that? From the way it is used, from the context. I have added a few examples to help you understand some contronyms. Like, see for example, the word bound. The first meaning of bound is headed to a destination. That means you're going somewhere. The second meaning is restrained from movement. That means you're not going anywhere. And for both of these things, the word bound is used. Okay? See the first sentence. The trains are full of homeward bound students. It should be students. Okay? And the second is restrained from movement. He was bound to his birthplace and never left his town. That means he did not move. Okay? The second one, sanction. To approve. To approve. And the second one, limits. So approve means her loan has been sanctioned. That means she will be given the loan. It has been sanctioned. Okay, it has been approved or agreed upon. The second meaning is an official order that limits business. Owing to the sanctions, we could not get foreign aid. Here the sanctions are stopping the aid from coming. In the first sentence, the sanction was letting her have the loan. You understand what contronym means? And I have more examples. So, screen. Screen means to present for viewing. And the opposite meaning, the contronym, the second meaning of screen means to conceal. So, one meaning means to show, the second means to not show or to hide. So, the first meaning is used like this: the movie was screened in Mumbai for the critics. And the second meaning of screen means the writing table was screened from view, it was hidden from view. Next, weather. Weather means to withstand, to endure. है ना? How you use it? This material can weather rough use. So the furniture made from this would be very durable. This material can weather. Weather means to withstand. And in the second sentence, the house had weathered so much that I could hardly recognize it. That means the house has weathered, it could not withstand. So it is the opposite. The first is it has endured. The second is it has worn away. Okay? These are contronyms, and if you search online, contronyms or contranyms or anti-antonyms, you will find a long list of such words. Some will be, some will make sense easily, okay, and for some you'll need a lot of imagination to understand. Okay. Now the ninth one, where did the word alphabet originate from? And the answer is, I hope I'm not showing the answer too quickly, but you can pause, okay? Like many words in English, the word alphabet also comes from the first two letters of the Greek alphabet, alpha and beta. The child is learning the alphabet. So all the letters of the alphabet, there are 26 letters in the English alphabet. Here are a few letters of the alphabet. Now, through these two sentences, I'm also telling you one important thing. There is an error that we make, that there are two alphabets, there are three alphabets. No, there are not three alphabets in English. There are 26 alphabets, 26 letters of the alphabet. So when you are playing Scrabble and you say, oh, I just need two more alphabets to complete this word, that is wrong. What you should say is, I need two more letters to complete this word. So alphabet is a word that is given to a set of letters that constitute the language, that form the basis of the language. That is the alphabet. Okay, like the Greek alphabet, the English alphabet, the French alphabet, that is the alphabet. Okay, and if you talk about A, C, E, they are the letters of the alphabet. Okay, so that is why in the two sentences I've tried to clarify this. The child is learning the alphabet. See, the child is learning the 26 letters, but I'm not saying the child is learning the alphabets, because the child is not learning the alphabets. Okay, alphabets would be more than one sets of letters, but the child is only learning one set of letters. So the child is learning the alphabet, and these are not few alphabets, these are few letters of the alphabet. Okay, so I hope this has been useful. Now the last point, where did goodbye come from? You almost thought I was about to say goodbye, but no, there is one more question that remains. So where does goodbye come from? The word goodbye originated in the 16th century, and it is a contraction of God be with you. Beautiful, isn't this? With this, I am now going to say goodbye to you all. I hope you have enjoyed the video, learned something from it, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope you will continue to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.